Hello CraftDee family, and welcome to another tutorial by She's So Crafty. For today's DIY project, we will be upcycling an old file cabinet into this fantastic showpiece. This project was so much fun to work on, and wow, what an awesome result from a few simple updates. See the description box below for all the items I used in this project. Before we start on the tutorial, I wanted to say thank you so much to my new and existing subscribers to my channel. If you're a new visitor to my channel today and love DIY projects as much as I do, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new tutorial is ready to share with you. So now let's jump right into the tutorial. I started with this old used metal file cabinet that I picked up from the local Habitat for Humanity for about 12 bucks. It was a little beat up, had some rust and some stickers on it, but it was a Han brand cabinet, so I knew it was heavy duty and great quality. The first thing we want to do is to wipe down the cabinet with a good household cleaner and remove all the hardware from the drawers. Then you'll want to proceed with lightly sanding the cabinet with 150 grit sandpaper. This one here's for wood, but it worked for my cabinet just fine. I will be adding trim to the cabinet along the bottom and top edges, and these are the styles that I will be using on my cabinet. These were only a few dollars from the Habitat as well. I will be breaking out my old faithful miter saw in order to cut the trims, but you can use a miter box if you like. You want to take the measurements from your cabinet and cut the trims to fit around the front and the sides of the cabinet. Once the pieces are cut to fit, then you want to apply them to the cabinet. I went ahead and used E6000 to apply my pieces to the cabinet, but you can use any permanent adhesive that you prefer. I also used some painter's tape to hold the pieces in place while they dry. Once the trim fully dries, I'm going to go ahead and use some DAP caulking around the trim to seal all the gaps. Sometimes miter saw cuts aren't perfect and the trim doesn't adhere exactly to the cabinet, but we can fill in all those gaps with the caulking and it will give you a seamless look. Then I adhered two 8x10 picture frames from the Dollar Tree to frame out the drawer fronts and then allow them to dry. Now it's time to prime. I used this Krylon all-purpose primer I picked up from the Habitat as well. You want to go ahead and you want to prime all the sides of the cabinets and the drawer fronts. We will be adding a wood treatment to the top of the cabinet, so there's no need to prime that area. For the top of the cabinet, I will be using paint mixing sticks that I picked up from the Home Depot for 99 cents a pack. I cut the handle portion off the sticks and then I cut the sticks in various lengths and applied it to the top of the cabinet in a tile-like fashion, and I secured it with E6000. You'll want to make sure that you stagger the seams for a more natural look. It took a little less than 5 packs to complete this whole look. Wow, I'm really impressed with the quality of wood stir sticks. I mean, who would have thought they would look this great? While the wood dries, we're going to go ahead and refresh the tag holders with a couple of light coats of this Krylon Brilliant aluminum spray paint. The primer is dry and now we're ready to paint the cabinet. I will be using this Behr paint that I had left over from another project and apply it with a brush over the cabinet and the drawer fronts. You want to be sure you make sure you get in all the crevices, especially around that trim and the picture frames. While the paint dries, I will be staining the top of the cabinet with this Minwax Classic Gray stain. You just want to apply this with an old rag and then wipe away the excess. And here it is, fully applied. When this fully dries in 24 hours, be sure to apply a clear coat over the top to protect it. So now we just place the tags back on, some new drawer handles on the drawers, and we are done. Oh my goodness, look at how amazing this turned out. We turned an old rusty cabinet into a furniture showpiece. I spent less than $30 total for this entire upcycle, which includes the cost of the cabinet, and I could not be happier with the results. These file cabinets seem to be available everywhere, your local thrift stores, even curbside. So go grab one up and make yourself a masterpiece for your home too. Listen, if you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you've ever upcycled a file cabinet, and let me know what unique updates you made to yours. Thank you again for visiting and checking out my tutorial. If you like videos like these and don't want to miss the next one, go ahead and click that subscribe button and be sure to hit that notification.